We're going to start evolving now our core work and start working more on facing forward. So we were on our back before, but now we're going to come into the next phase, which is front facing core work. And it's super important that when you're here, that you feel ready, okay? So don't rush, okay? It's super important. Please, please, please stay on your back until you feel really secure there. And if you've had a lot of abdominal separation or a lot of issues with your pelvic floor, please take it slow in the first stage and just stay there for a while until you're ready. But if you do feel ready here, you feel pretty secure, come onto the hands and the knees. And we're going to connect. So with the belly, you're going to just come through some cat-cow. And this is important that there's a lot of mindfulness in this. So we start by breathing in as the tailbone lifts up, the belly drops down, and we look up. And as you breathe out, you're starting from your lower abdominals and your pelvic floor lifts. Lower abdominals lift as you tilt the pelvis down. Draw the belly button up and then draw the chest up and drop the head. So it's like a wave in the body. Inhale, belly drops down. Relax the pelvic floor. Exhale, draw the pelvic floor up, belly lifts up. Lift the abdominals, drop the head and curve out your back. Breathing in, belly down. And breathing out, drawing the belly up. So always breathe through your nose. And make sure that you're leading with the abdominals. So those belly muscles are really working as you lift the belly button to the spine. Inhaling and exhaling. Breathing in and breathing out. And then just sit back into a child's pose. You can bring your knees a little wider if you like. Reach the arms out. Rest the head down. Just take a few breaths. And then come back up into your hands and your knees. And we want to take this next one a little slowly. Okay, so we're going to tuck the toes under. And you want to still feel the spine is straight. So just kind of avoid this head dropping down or head lifting up. Just keep the head in line with the spine. And you want to feel your lower abdominals and the pelvic floor lifting up, lower abdominals drawing into the spine. As you slowly lift the knees up, just a couple of inches off the ground and drop them down. Breathe in. Exhale as you lift the knees up. Inhale, drop the knees down. Exhale, draw the knees up. Now watch that the spine is not kind of moving like this. This is where the spine stays steady and stable. So you're breathing in as you drop the knees down. And you're exhaling as you lift the knees up. Keep going, practicing this a few times just to feel like the spine is staying steady and strong. And your breath is really consistent. And then down. Take a moment in child's pose again, just to relax and rest. And breathe through your nose. And then come back onto the hands and knees. Now we're going to have a little bit of a play with plank. So in order to do our plank properly on the knees, we want to just firstly tuck the toes and lift the heels up. And that might mean that your heels go back a little, legs go back so that the shoulders are over the wrists and then you drop the knees. And you'll see now that my hips are lower. I'm not on all fours in the same way now, but my spine is straight. My bottom is not lifting up. I'm drawing the belly in, hips come forward. Take a deep breath here. Exhale. Breathe in. And exhale, bend the elbows into your waist. So keep them in tight and lower down onto your belly. Point the toes. Inhale, lift the chest. Just a little bit. Exhale, sit back to your child's pose. Inhale, back to your plank. Okay, so you're drawing the hips forward, belly draws in, breathe out. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift the chest, squeeze your elbows in. And exhale, sit back. As you do this, come forward again and remember that when you're coming into your plank, as you breathe in, you're breathing into the back of your rib cage here, okay? We're not belly breathing here. Okay, that's important that we use the rib cage to breathe so that the core can stay strong and focused inwards. So breathe into the back of your rib cage. Exhale, bend the elbows in to the waist and lower down. Inhale, lift the chest a little bit. And exhale, back to child's pose. One more, breathe in, forward to plank. Exhale, stay here, draw the belly in. Inhale into the back of your rib cage. And exhale, bend the elbows into the waist, lowering down. Inhale, up. And exhale, back into child's pose. You can do this a few times until you feel steady and feel strong there. Maybe 10 a day. And then come back onto your hands and your knees. Check that your knees are under your hips now and hands are under the shoulders. And you're going to tuck the toes under. And again, lift up the knees just a little bit. And you're going to walk the left hand forward and the right foot forward. Then the right hand, left foot. And walk forward 2 steps. And then walk back 2 steps. A little bit of coordination here. And maybe depends on your mat size. But you want to keep breathing and keep the belly drawing in. Do as many as you can. This one's quite a challenge. And then drop to your hands and your knees. This time keep your knees together. Arms by your sides, palms up. Drop the head down. And just relax your shoulders a little bit. Relax your breath. And just breathe there for a moment. You can practice these exercises every day until you feel a little stronger in the arms as well as in the core. And then we'll go a little further next time. Thank you. Namaste.